wish I might even make this a banner bar. So you're saying Jalen Brunson is entering that superstar?
I think he's already there.
Okay.
I thought he was there, but I think he's a better player than Tyrese Haliburton. I would say that right now.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
And I think, and I did not say this during our Cavs Pacers topic, I think Indiana may just be the 2004 Detroit Pistons all over again, where they're just a team with no Hall of Famers, but they win the championship.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
They could be. I mean, I'm not saying they are going to win the championship. Now, the interesting thing about it is the Knicks took the Pacers to 7 games last year, and they weren't healthy at all. So if the Knicks are healthy, I'd probably favor the Knicks in the ECF. So that's where I'm saying I think Brunson's a better player than Haliburton because I think Brunson's had to do more with less because even Cat and Bridges, they have not carried their weight in this series. I know Bridges has been good defensively at the end of games. In Game 4, he had an okay offensive outing. But Game 1 and Game 2, he had like 10 points combined.
Okay. So I decided to make a topic bar for this on the fly since we're talking about it. As a result of this postseason, have Tyrese Haliburton and Jalen Brunson earned superstar status?
Haliburton, no. Brunson, yes. Brunson was already there. I'm sorry. I see Tyrese Haliburton, and I'm not scared of him. Like, I know at times he can go off, and he's a very special, and he's a talented player, and I get that. But, I mean, do you think of him as like a top 5 guard in the league? I don't. I'm sorry.
Well, it's interesting you say that because I texted you a link to Twitter where they were having a discussion, and in that tweet, it was I don't remember the exact quote. I'd have to look at the tweet, but essentially it's I only have 12 superstars in the NBA. I do feel like Tyrese Haliburton is on the verge of potentially cracking that list, and you texted me back saying he certainly proved me wrong.
He did, but he's got to win the championship to be in that superstar category. Or at least get Indiana to the finals. Because I'll be honest, we're going to get to this series in a couple minutes. I think the winner of Oklahoma City and Denver is winning the championship. That's where I'm at right now. I don't think, for the record, I don't think the Knicks or Pacers could beat the Wolves, Denver, or OKC in a 7-game series. I don't think either of these two teams, to be honest with you, are that much better than Boston or Cleveland. I think Indiana just shot better than Cleveland in 4 out of 5 games and took our will. And Boston, let's be honest, Boston should really be up 3-1 in this series if they just drove to the basket one time. And the Knicks almost lost to the Pistons.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Is the NBA, let me ask you this, Josh. I was thinking about this. Because we know load management has completely taken over the regular season. We know superstars don't play as much and that stuff. So we have seen in recent years 7-seed Lakers get to the Western Conference Finals. 6-seeded Timberwolves now get to the Western Conference Finals. Are these all-time great teams? This year's Thunder, this year's Cavs, who had the second greatest offensive rating in the history of the sport. Are those stats just inflated by the fact you're not playing everybody's best every night in the regular season? And is the regular season becoming even more meaningless than I originally thought?
Wasn't Dallas a 4 seed?
Dallas was the 5 last year because they were on the road against the Clippers.
Okay. And yet they made it to the NBA Finals.
Yeah. So I'm starting to wonder, and again, me and you have argued about regular season importance in these games and how teams match up, and I get it. But I'm starting to wonder, like I said, for the Cavs standpoint, I don't care if they go 82-0 next year. I don't care. So,
right. And wait, don't forget that in the 2023 NBA Finals, it was
Miami was an 8 seed.
Yes.
So we're seeing it more and more, but as regards to the question on the screen, man, the crazy thing is Tyrese Haliburton has games like Game 3 where he only scores 4 points. How am I going to put him in a superstar category?
He's made the Eastern Conference Finals 2 straight years now.
He has, but again, it's like the Pacers are like the weirdest team ever. Because I want to give them credit for winning series, but I also want to put an asterisk by it because they haven't really played a team with full health for a full series.
Yeah. Yes, they got swept by the Boston Celtics last year, but it wasn't like it was a non-competitive sweep.
No, it was like the Lakers Nuggets series a couple years ago where, it wasn't buzzer beater stuff like the Denver LA was, but it was 3-4 point games throughout.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If to be honest with you, I kind of am rooting for Boston to come back. Because I think a Boston-Indiana ECF without Tatum would be a fascinating watch. The storyline of, like I said, if Jalen Brown leads the Celtics to the NBA Finals, how good is Jason Tatum really? And if Indiana beats Boston, then you're like, if Haliburton doesn't get hurt last year in the ECF, is Indiana in the NBA Finals again and not Boston?
Right. Man.
Because I'm sorry, and again, I think the Knicks probably match up better with Indiana than Indiana does with Boston. I mean, I think this is a matchup thing. The Knicks took the Pacers to 7 games last year, and they were all hurt.
Yeah. The Knicks have got to get this done tomorrow in New York. You do not want to go back to Boston for a game 7.
I don't think they can go into Game 7 of the TD Garden.
Because the Pacers are waiting. Like, they are getting their rest. They'll be fully healthy. Like, Siakam's going to be good to go. Neesmith is going to be good to go. Haliburton, Turner, they're all going to be good to go and ready and waiting. It'll be interesting to see what the atmosphere is like at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, because not only do you have the Pacers playing, but the WNBA season is starting on tomorrow or on Friday night, and the Indiana Fever are playing on Saturday.
Crazy to be a basketball fan in Indiana right now.
Yes, it is.